remember with my first boyfriend, I was 110% all in before we even started dating. And I hadn't taken the time to guard my heart and really get to know him before jumping all in. And as the relationship kind of spiraled and I realized I needed to end this because it was so unhealthy, it was really hard because it felt like my whole world revolved around this guy. So today I want to share 2 practical things you can do to guard your heart when it comes to boys. Hey friends, Tiffany Dawn here, and welcome back to another week of Tuesday Girl Talk. If you are new here, we talk about how to have healthy relationships with yourself, with God, and with the people you date. That way you can feel secure. So you can hit that subscribe button to join us every Tuesday. And so today I want to share 2 really practical things that you can do to guard your heart. But what I mean by that is not committing too fast, not jumping into a relationship too fast in your heart and your mind, but taking the time to pace yourself a little bit, go a little slower, protect yourself a little bit. You can't just protect yourself from all heartbreak. Anytime you get in a relationship, there is the risk of having your heart broken. However, my first breakup, it felt like the world was ripped out from under me. I felt like I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know who God is anymore. I felt like I was lost. And I believe that would not have happened to that crazy, dramatic extent if I had taken the time to guard my heart. So here are 2 things that you can do to guard your heart. So the first thing is to talk yourself down from it. If you're anything like me, you love imagining where the future is going. And this could be with a guy you're dating, or it could be with some gorgeous guy you see from afar. That both have happened to me. Like with my first boyfriend, I was 110% all in, gonna marry this guy before we ever officially started dating. And I think in Christian culture, we're kind of trained to think really far down the road. We hear all the time, don't date someone you wouldn't marry. And yes, you want to make sure you're dating someone who's a good guy, but the danger of thinking don't date someone you wouldn't marry is that then you start thinking from the get-go, could I marry this person? We're not even dating yet, but could we get married? And what that does in our minds is, first of all, it gets us more emotionally invested right up front, which is dangerous. And second of all, it creates a false sense of intimacy so that you think you know this person better than you do. And so it's really important to talk yourself down. It's good to be able to say, oh, I'm starting to think too far ahead in my mind. I'm gonna pause, push the pause button. Just be a voice of reason and say, he's a great guy. It seems like things are going well, but remember, you don't know where this is going yet. So don't let yourself get too invested. Take a step back and just remember, you don't know what the future holds. The second thing you can do is keep some you time. When I was in that first relationship, I very quickly started spending every waking moment either thinking about, talking about, or being with my boyfriend. And very quickly, my whole world started revolving around him. And that's why when it came to an end, it felt like my whole world was falling apart because he had become essentially my whole world. And so part of not getting too far too fast is to keep some you time, to keep some of those things you love, whether that's sports or hobbies or ministry, to keep some of your closest friends and prioritize time for those people and those things that you love. And if you want to learn more about what it means to have a healthy relationship, I have 2 resources for you. The first is this playlist up here. It talks about what to look for in a guy that you date, how to know if somebody's the person you want to marry, and how to honor God in your relationship. The other resource is this ebook. It's called Is He Right For You? And it goes through 25 questions that you should explore before you decide to marry your boyfriend. I love you girls, and I'll see you in those next videos. Bye.